Welcome to my little corner of the internet, where we celebrate creativity and growth. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of State Secret 1950 film. We hope you find it enlightening. State Secret is a 1950 British drama thriller film directed by Sidney Gilliat and starring Douglas Fairbanks Jr., Jack Hawkins, Glynis Johns, Olga, Lowe and Herbert. It was made at Isleworth Studios with Italian location shooting in Trento and the Dolomites. It was released in the United States under the title The Great Manhunt. In this section, we'll be exploring plot. John Marlowe is an American surgeon visiting England when he is invited to Bosnia, a fictitious East European country, to receive the Copper Gold Medal for his contributions to medical science, and, coincidentally, to demonstrate his new techniques on a patient. Midway through the operation, he discovers that he is operating on the Bosnian dictator, General Neva. Neva dies during the recovery period. From talking beforehand with Colonel Galkin, the Minister of Health, Minister of Public Services and Minister for State Security, Marlowe is certain he is doomed, knows too much, so he makes his escape while Galkin is distracted by Neva's death. With elections coming soon, the general is replaced by a double, and Marlowe is hunted by the state police. Marlowe's attempts to telephone and reach the American embassy nearly get him captured. While hiding in a theater during a show, he notices a woman singing in English. He goes backstage and enlists the help of the reluctant, half-English Lisa. Marlowe has an idea. Inside the coat he was accidentally given in a barber shop by the barber, they find a wallet containing the ID of a Carl Theodor and foreign currency, the possession of which is a capital offense in Bosnia. They blackmail the smuggler Theodor into helping them. They are pursued across the country and are on the point of escaping across the border when one of Carl's men, who is leading them across the mountains, is shot by a border guard and killed, and Lisa is wounded. Marlowe refuses to abandon her, and is captured by Galkin's men. Galkin arranges a shooting accident for Marlowe, but as he is about to walk outside to his fate, the substitute for dictator Neva makes a live speech on the radio, and shots are heard. Galkin confirms by telephone that the stand-in has been assassinated. As the people have witnessed the death of Neva, albeit the fake Neva, it is no longer necessary to maintain the cover-up, nor to eliminate Marlowe and Robinson, who are subsequently released and fly to freedom in the West, and ultimately to their new life together in America. Now, it's time to shift gears and explore cast. Douglas Fairbanks Jr. as Dr. John Marlowe, Glynis Johns as Lisa Robinson, Olga Lowe as Bob the taller sister Robinson, Therese Vanke as Teresa the shorter sister Robinson, Jack Hawkins as Colonel Galkin, Walter Riller as General Neva, Carol Stepanek as Dr. Rebo, Leonard Sachs as Dr. Poldoy, Herbert as Theodore, Robert as Bugman, Howard Douglas as Clubman, Martin Body as Clubman, Russell Waters as Clubman, Arthur Howard as Clubman, Carl Jaff as Prodigy, Gerard Hines as Bendel, Leo Bieber as Man at Telephone Box, Nellie Arno as Shopwoman, Paul Demel as Barber, Danny Green as Taxi Driver, Anton Defring as State Policeman, Peter Illing as Mako, Arthur Reynolds as Combo, Richard Molinas as Red Nose, Eric Pullman as Cable Cocker, Dr. Hans Moser as Sigris Lewis, Wickett as Christian, Jarek Schildrup as Bartorek, Henrik Jacobson as Mountain Soldier, Guido Lorraine as Lieutenant Pratchey. As we progress, let's zoom in on development and examine its role in shaping our overall narrative. Gilliat got the idea for making the film from a newspaper article he read shortly before World War II. He decided it would make a chase thriller in the style of films he had written for Alfred Hitchcock and Carol Reed, notably The Lady Vanishes and Night Train to Munich. He found it difficult to do during the war years but reactivated it after the war. The fictitious Bosnian language was constructed for the film by a linguistics expert, combining Latin and Slavic-based elements. The star role went to Douglas Fairbanks Jr., who had made a number of British films in the years and was keen to work in the country again. His casting was announced in May 1949. Fairbanks later said, "We have definitely reached a one-world status in pictures. British comedy and character acting do not seem remote to us anymore." In July it was announced that another Hollywood star would play the female lead, but by August, actress Glynis Johns got the role. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on filming. Filming began in August 1949. Although there was some filming done at Isleworth Studios in London, Gilliat wanted to make as much of the film on location. There was 8 weeks on location filming in Trento and the Dolomites. Trento stood in for the fictitious capital. Filming finished by November 1949. Fairbanks later said filming was difficult as some in Italy thought the film was anti-communist while others said it was pro-communist, and the film unit had to avoid riots. Gilliat said the filming unions were particularly difficult during the making of this film. Brace yourselves for the next chapter, where we'll be dissecting critical reception. In the New York Times, Bozzy Crowther wrote, "This picture is just about as lively as they come, and under Mr. Gilliat's direction, it moves like an auto gaining speed, beautifully photographed in Italian cities and in the Italian Dolomites. The whole adventure has the eminent advantage of a sparkling continental atmosphere. And it also has the advantage of good performance by all concerned, by Mr. Fairbanks as the kidnapped surgeon, looking a little like Eugene O'Neill, by Miss Johns, very saucy and explosive, as the music hall girl, by Jack Hawkins as the Bosnian premier, with an Oxford accent and a Nazi attitude, by Herbert as the Balkan shyster, and any number of others in small roles." Now, let's dig deeper into box office and unveil the hidden treasures it holds within. Trade papers called the film a notable box office attraction in British cinemas in 1950. It was one of 5 successful movies from London films that year, the others being The Wooden Horse, The Happiest Days of Your Life, Odette, and 7 Days to Noon. State Secret was less popular in the US, but Fairbanks Jr. said, "I thought I did my best work ever. Sidney really kept the pot boiling." Gilliat thought the film was underrated and suffered from being released so closely after The Third Man. He also felt the film suffered from Douglas Fairbanks in "You needed a very warm personality and we got rather a cold one." But the picture otherwise came off. The thing was highly profitable, got good notices. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update from my channel.